100% loose coupling, right? Today, let us talk about at the rate value annotation, its other advantages, right? At the rate value annotation and its what? Other advantages. Already we discussed at the rate value annotation for simple value injection, collected from property file, direct value injection, system property values injection, and environment variable value injection. But apart from that, there's one more thing that we can do by using at the rate value annotation, that is spell. Spell means what? Spring expression language. What is there? Spring expression language. That means before you do injection onto any property, there is a possibility of performing arithmetic and logical operation. What operation? There is a possibility of performing what? Arithmetic and logical operation. Are you getting my point there? Super. Yeah, I just don't want to injection, guys. Before injection, I just want to do arithmetic and logical operation. Whatever result comes, that result I want to inject. Yes, for that, we need to think about working with what? Spell, spring expression language. See, we can work with the spell, we can deal with the spell in Spring itself. I wantedly kept something to discuss in what? Spring Boot. So don't think that spell is specific to Spring Boot. Spell works in Spring programming language and Spring Boot. I mean, it's not Spring framework and Spring Boot framework. Open this, select Spring. Yeah, tell me next one. 718. Spring Boot core. Spring Boot core. Yeah, I'll come to more on data source auto configuration later. Yeah, it speaks about internals of auto configuration. Okay, we will discuss on Monday. Remind me. So today our focus is on what? This injecting data to Spring Bean properties. Injecting values to Spring Bean property is called data injection, and this can be done in two ways in Spring Boot application. Using value annotation works in both Spring Boot application. Here we need to inject values to each bean property separately. So for example, I want to inject value to 10 Spring Bean properties. How many times I should write at the rate value? 10 times. I want to inject values to 20 Spring Bean properties. How many times I should write at the rate value? 20. Okay, other side what we got? Using at the rate configuration properties. Works only in Spring Boot application. Here bulk injection is possible. That means, okay, values to all our multiple Spring Bean properties can be injected at once. I want to inject values to whom, guys? 10 Spring Bean properties. But if I go for second approach, I need to place at the rate configuration properties annotation only for one time at the top of the class. So that's bulk injection. This is possible only in Spring Boot. Okay, both these approaches are useful to inject simple or wrapper values toward Spring Bean property. Then what is about at the rate auto void, sir? At the rate auto void is not there to inject simple values. At the rate auto void is there to inject what? One Spring Bean class object to another Spring Bean class object. One Spring Bean class object to another Spring Bean. At the rate auto void perform singular injection. 9 AM की common topics. Regular class. ఓకేనా? ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చిన పర్లేదు, కింద కూడా ఖాళీగా ఉందంటగా. @AutoWide performs singular injection towards what? Injecting one Spring Bean class object to what? Another Spring Bean class object. So @AutoWide bean to bean. @value for simple values injection. @configuration property for simple values injection. @value for single value injection. @configuration properties for what? Bulk values injection. Okay. Every Spring Bean allows 3 types of properties. One is what? Simple type property, primitive data type, wrapper data type properties, including what? String. Array or collection type properties. Next one, has a type or object type properties. What properties, guys? Okay, as a type or what? Object type properties. Okay, to inject values, as they are object type properties, we need to use what? @AutoWide annotation to inject values to inject values to as they are object type property, we need to use what? @value, @AutoWide annotation. Getting my point, guys? Come on. Super, guys. Tell me next. In Spring Boot, we can inject values to simple array collection type properties using what? 2 data annotations. Value configuration properties. Configuration property for bulk injection, and value is for what? Simple value injection. By using configuration property only for one time on the top of Spring Bean class, we can inject values to what? Multiple Spring Bean properties. This is called bulk injection. Value does not support bulk injection, whereas @configuration property support what? Bulk injection. Example, if Spring Bean is having 10 simple property, then we need to use what? @value for 10 time to inject simple values. Here @value should be used at what level? Field level. Should be used at what level, guys? Field level. That's good. If Spring Bean is having 10 simple properties, then we need to use what? @configuration properties only for one time to inject what? Simple values. Here @configuration property should be used at what level? Should be used at what level? Class level to multiple Spring Bean properties. So this is for bulk injection. This is for what? Simple. Okay, now time has come to go for what? @value. It is Spring supplied annotation. So it can be used in what? Both Spring and Spring Boot application. What applications, guys? It is Spring supplied annotation. So it can be in what? Used in both Spring and Spring Boot application. Okay, that's good. It is field level annotation. Generally, we place on the top of the field or not there. This annotation can be used for following operation. To assign direct values to Spring Bean property, already we discussed @value, direct value, guys. To assign values gathered from property files to Spring Bean properties, values collected from property file. To assign system property values to Spring Bean properties, os.name, os.version, and etc. To assign environment variable values to what? Spring Bean properties like path environment variables, class path environment variables, and etc. guys. To work with what? Spell. Spell is nothing but what, guys? Spring expression language. To work with what? Spell. To perform arithmetic and Hmm. Okay. Everyone, please come back. Everyone create. Everyone, please come back, guys. Yes. Yeah. See, already we discussed all the possibility with at the rate value annotation, but working with spell is the new thing that we have to discuss, guys. Okay, now application dot properties are YML. I'll introduce YML in future. Am I going to configure them separately, or they are auto configured? Yeah, application dot properties or YML file of resources folder, SRC main resources folder will be configured automatically. There is no need of we configuring it separately and what explicitly. Is there any need of configuring it separately and okay? It's part of Spring Boot application ecosystem or not there? The same thing I have done here. Application dot property YML can have only predefined keys or only user defined keys or mix of both. Already we kept some user defined keys, some predefined keys. We don't need to configure application.property or YML file using at the rate property source annotation because it is automatically recognized during what application startup activities happening in what Spring application dot run method call. What call, guys? Run method call. If you want to configure more other property files, then we can use what? At the rate property source annotation on the top of Spring Bean classes or main classes. You can use wherever you want. This is to configure custom property files are not there. Spell is given to perform arithmetic and logical operation while injecting values to Spring Bean property. Syntax of spell is what? Hash symbol. Placeholder syntax is what? Dollar symbol. Okay, spell syntax starts with what? Hash. Spell is used always in combination with what? At the rate value annotation to perform values injection to Spring Bean properties by performing arithmetic and what? Logical operation. Are you getting my point there or not there? Here, expression is nothing but arithmetic or what? Logical operations. See, private data type property name at the rate value. You should use the spell inside the value annotation. You cannot use outside like that. Can be arithmetic or what? Logical operation. Dollar key represent placeholder. Hash expression represent spell. Hash expression spell results will be injected. Dollar key, the value of key collected from property file or system property or what? Environment variable or other placeholder value will be injected. JSPEL, in JSP also one expression language is there. Is different from spell, but the spell is inspired from what? JSPEL. Expression language related to Java are spell, JSPEL, spell, OGNL, JBossEL, and many things are there or not there, guys. Super, guys. Spell. A Spring expression language can be used in both Spring and Spring Boot application. While writing spell logic, performing arithmetic and logical operation on Spring Boot properties, we need to use what? BeanID dot property name, not the keys placed in what? Property file. Or while before injecting, I want to do arithmetic and logical operation. Na? So two properties data I want to add and inject. So that time you have to refer them not by using keys, by using what? Correct. Other bean ID dot property name. Bean ID dot property name you have to refer, not the keys in the property file. So spell perform arithmetic operation on Spring Bean properties. Whatever result come, that result will be injected or not there. Whatever result come, that simply that result will be injected or not there, guys. To add extra starter in the middle of the project development, we need to use following procedure. That is what? Spring, add starter, select pom.xml, apply. So if you want to add extra starter in the middle of the project, for example, Lambda API something, I forgot while creating project, but in the middle of the development, I realized I need that starter also. Already we did, Babu. My project is having Oracle driver starter already. No, I want to work with what? MySQL driver also. That time I have used a Spring option or not there. Okay. So now let us focus on. hmm, Let us focus on how to work with the spell. In fact, we will do all the activities what are possible through value annotation. Direct value injection, collecting values from property file and injecting. Come on. Next, be active. T-shirt wala, be active. From last 3 days, you are so dull. Same location, same T-shirt, same sleep. All three are same. You need not to come all the way from hostel or some other place to stay inactive, right? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, we can inject the values collected from what? System properties. Next, we can inject the values collected from environment variables. Next, we can inject the values that are coming through spell expression. Spell means nothing but Spring expression language. Spell is nothing but Spring expression language. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Now, let's take one small example on it. Then you will get overall idea. File. Where is this? New. File new. This is in debug prospective here. Change it to Java prospective. Yeah, this is debug prospective. This is a Java prospective. That menu items will change. Debugging is required only in debugging. Remaining all the time, we need what? JWE prospective or Java. New Spring Starter project. Yeah, Spring Starter project. Yeah, tell me. Boot IOC pros. What is that? Boot IOC pros 099. Value annotation. Next to what? Spell. Value annotation plus spell. This is Maven, jar, all this stuff. Here is my what? Com dot nt dot. What is that? Com dot nt. That's a root package. What's the group ID? NIT. Yeah, that's a company name. Yeah, tell me. Here is Spring Boot core. Say next. Yeah, what is the one I have to take, guys? Lambda API. What is the one I have to take, guys? Lambda API. Yeah, tell me next one, guys. What is the API we have to use, guys? Lambda API. Yeah, tell me next one. What's the story to focus, guys? I think that's enough. Yeah, because I want to take basic application, guys. Even Lambda API is optional, but only for display to toString method, I'm going for it. The toString method can be generated automatically now, boss. That it perform field injection. Field injection means no need of setter method, arbitrary method constructor, right? Then why did you take Lambda API? So when all values are injected to property, we through if there is a toString method, displaying object data becomes easy or not? Definitely displaying object data becomes easy, or not there, guys? Here, what I do is, yeah, I want to take two things, guys. One is the training institute is one Spring Bean. Course catalog is another Spring Bean. In course catalog, prices I want to maintain, right? Okay. Yeah, tell me here. Course dot catalog dot Java price some 3,000. Course dot catalog dot Java price. Yeah, no metadata. That's why what is coming? Yellow color is coming. Once metadata is added, that yellow color gone or not there. Course dot catalog dot ADV Java price 4,000. Next, course dot catalog dot SPBMS price something. Course dot catalog dot Aracle price course dot catalog dot tell me DevApps price 6,000. Course dot React JS price 5,000. Course dot catalog dot AWS price. What, guys? AWS price 6,000. Yeah, boss. We are ready with the different prices here or not? Yeah, right now metadata is not there. That's why yellow marks are there. Adding metadata is optional, guys. If you don't add also, not a problem. Yeah, now what I do is, I'll take a Spring Bean, guys. New package. com.nt.sbeans. Here is what? New class. What is the class, guys? Course catalog. What's there, guys? Course catalog. What dot Java? Course catalog dot Java. @ component. What is there? Catalog. Yeah, tell me here. What is there? Private. What's there, guys? Private. Course catalog dot Java price. Private. Yeah, we have to Java rate, whatever it is. Quantity I'm taking. If you want, you can take same thing also. That's not a big thing. Yeah, here what is there? Double. @ value. Okay, using placeholders only I'm injecting. In some other bin, I will use spell boss. Don't worry. My target is very simple. Get all individual prices to these properties in training or student enrollment, whatever it is. student enrollment kind of thing. Okay. I just want to get the full stack price. All courses together, I want to have what? Full stack price. Yeah. At the rate value, guys. What is there? Course dot catalog dot. Next. Java price. That's good. This is my Lamba KPA, or which value I have to use? Spring related value only I have to use. Yeah, copy this, paste it. Yeah, tell me, private double, A Java rate. What is there? Java rate, A Java rate. Tell me, yeah, ADV Java. Okay, here also I will write ADV Java. Next, SPBMS rate. SPBMS price. SPBMS price. Next one. DevApps. What is there? DevApps rate. What is there, guys? DevApps price. Yeah, that's right only, na? Advanced Java rate, SPBMS. Yeah. Tell me next one. DevApps rate, DevApps price. Okay. Next. AWS rate. Order is need not to. Here also I am taking what? AWS price. Next. What is there, guys? Private. Yeah, tell me next one. Aracle right. What is there? Aracle price. Aracle rate, nothing but Aracle price. Next. React JS price. What is there? React JS rate. What's there, guys? React JS rate. Okay. Actually, it's a performing field injection, not required, but on safe side, I'm taking at the rate data. For display purpose only, I'm taking at the rate data. Okay. Next, I'm taking one more data here, guys. This is what? Course catalog info. What info, guys? Course catalog info. Tell me next one. What is the story? Student enroll info. Student info. Yeah. Tell me. Stud dot name. Because idea I want to hard code, guys. So I want to show that variety. Raja. Stud dot. Okay, 1 minute. Stud dot info dot name. Stud dot info dot address. Hyderabad. Stud dot info dot is some 30. Yeah, like this, some student information is taken in property file na, boss. Study dot info dot name Raja. Study dot info dot what this. Yeah. Here is what? Address. Yeah, metadata. Yes, see, adding metadata is not mandatory, guys. It's completely optional. Yeah, this is what course catalog, guys. Sir, why should we take student info? We should be given for user to input, is it not? Array, we are right now we are focusing on injections, Ra Babu. That's why we are collecting from property file. Ishpida Chatterjee, right now you think about value annotation. Don't think about what? Other things. Okay. I'm designing application as for what? Injection process, right? That too simple values injection. Understanding? Okay. Right now I'm injecting this normal data. In future we'll inject technical data, right? So technical data we cannot expect from end user now, boss. So definitely we should expect from what? Programmer. That too from what? Properties file. Okay, let it be. Tell me next one. New, what is there? Class. Student info. What is there? Student info dot Java. At the rate component. What is there? Stud info. At the rate component stud info. Now listen. Private integer or int anything. Yes and no. Here what I'm going to do is at the rate value 1001. I'm trying to inject direct values or not. Okay, injecting the values direct. We're trying to inject the values directly or not there. That's good, great. Private string, what is there? Yes name. Yeah, injecting the values collected from the what file? Properties file. Private string address. Private string address. Yes. Private integer is. Okay, fine. At the rate value, dollar floor bracket. Yeah, dollar floor bracket opening and what? Closing. Yeah, tell me what is the one I have to keep there, guys? Study dot info dot name. Study dot info dot name. That's good. Next, study dot info dot. What is there? Address. I hope the same keys. Study dot info dot is. Study dot info dot is. Okay, that's good. Great. Name is there, address is there, age is there. What is there? Age is there. Yeah. Now I would like to inject system property values, guys. Injecting the system property value. Simply trying to inject what, guys? System property values. What values, guys? I'm simply trying to inject what, guys? System property values. Let's see how to inject system property values, my dear. Yeah. How to simply inject system property values. Let's focus on that, right? Private integer is. What is there? Private integer is. Injecting the system property values, guys. Now let's see how to deal with that. Okay. Let's concentrate on injecting the system property values. Yeah. Private string. What is there? OS name. At the rate value. Yeah, tell me here. Where is this? Dollar floor bracket opening and what? Closing. Dollar floor bracket opening and what? Closing. Yeah. OS dot name. Next. Private string. Tell me. Private string. Username. A current username I want to inject, guys. At the rate value, dollar user dot name. At the rate value, dollar user dot name. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. OS dot name, user dot name. One is at the rate value, other one is this. Okay, that's good. Yeah, these are there to inject what? System property value. Keys are fixed or not there. Injecting the environment variable values. What is there? Private string. What is that? Path data. Private string path data. At the rate value. Okay. At the rate value. Yeah. What's there, guys? Environment variable. Okay, I'll take at the rate value dollar floor bracket path. That is path data. Fine. So we are covering all varieties except spell. So shall we go for spell now? One arithmetic operation and one logical operation I want to show, guys. Okay, let us assume the student wants to get full stack course fee. So it's a sum of all individual courses or not? Let us assume. Let us assume it's a sum of all individual courses, right? Private, tell me, double, private double, what is there? Full stack, full stack price. What price, guys? Private double full stack price. So we are giving full stack course fee price or not there, guys? Tell me. At the rate value. What value? At the rate value. I'm introducing spell, guys. I'm introducing spell. Okay. Hash floor bracket opening and closing. Yeah. It is not keys, guys. It's what? BNID dot property name. Yeah, it's not same class BNID, it's an always neighbor class BNID. Catalog dot Java rate. Like this, we have to place sum of all properties now, boss. Yeah, tell me, guys. Here, what is the one? Catalog dot Java rate plus catalog dot ADV Java rate plus catalog dot what is the SP BMS rate. Next, catalog dot DevApps rate. Catalog dot, come on, AWS rate. Catalog dot or a kill rate. Next, catalog dot AWS rate. Yeah, is already there now. Oh, no, it's not price. It's a rate only. Variable is rate, key is price. Am I right? Hmm. Yeah, React JS rate. Let's check. Course catalog, everywhere rate only there na boss. React JS rate. Oh, in rate is R capital, fine. Yeah, rate is means R capital. Yeah, next one. I think all are covered. All 6 courses might have covered. Yeah, Java rate capital. So here I am performing arithmetic operation or not there. Okay. Private double. Okay, private boolean. Okay, private boolean is SPBMS price high. I just want to check is SPBMS price high. At the rate value hash floor bracket opening and what closing. Catalog dot okay SPBMS rate tell me SPBMS rate greater than 10,000. Okay, greater than 8,000. If it is 8,000 greater than high price. If it is less than 8,000 normal price. Let us say something like this. So here it will inject true or false values or not there. Okay, fine. I'll put at the rate data to check whether all these properties are injected with the correct values or not. No need of it. Remaining getter setter methods, guys. Okay, only two string is enough. You can use at the rate two string also, guys. You are looking for only two string. You can write what? At the rate two string. In previous case also, because field injection does not need any setter getter methods, boss. No need of taking get the rate data. You can happily take what? Two string. You can happily take what? Two string also. That's good. Yeah. Okay, but we have to test it now. Except to spell remaining everything we already know. I'm just revising that concept. Go to main class. Okay, we have to get access to the container or not there. Try. Configurable. What is there? Application context. Configurable application context. Yeah, boss. Configurable application context. Print stack trace. Configurable application context CTX is equal to configurable application context CTX is equal to this. Okay, now tell me guys, get access to Spring Bean class object reference. Okay. Yeah, student info is equal to ctx dot get bean. Tell me guys. CTX dot get bin stud info. What info, guys? Stud info. Tell me. Student info dot class. What dot class, guys? Student info. System dot out dot println inf. System dot out dot println info. End of the main method, end of the class. That's good. Right click, guys. Run as a Java application. Property or field Java rate. Yeah, cannot be. I will tell the reason, guys. To perform this arithmetic and logical operation, first of all, there should be access to the properties now, boss. But I have taken properties as private, right? And I have not kept getter methods also. That's why it's feeling bad or not there. It is not expecting getter setter method for other reasons, guys. At least getter methods are required or not. For injection, not required. Lambda API dot getter. Only let me put only getters, guys. In course catalog, getter I kept. In course catalog, I kept what? Getter. Run as Java application. Check it out. So they have successfully accessed or not there. Hard coded, collected from property file, collected from property file, collected from property file, right? OS name, system property value. User, system property value. This is my path data, guys. Come on. That is my path data. That's good. This is my path data. Fine. Lastly, what is there? Yeah, full stack price. Some 32,000 has come or not there. Sum of all the thing. Is SPBMS price high? False has come. Because I'm injecting Boolean value. Argument, logical operation related Boolean value. We got everything that is required, guys. That's a great thing, guys. Okay. So we are able to see. And sir, using value annotation, can I inject one spring bean with another spring bean? Generally, we use value annotation for simple value injection, right? But not like that, guys. Using value annotation, there is a possibility of doing the work of at the rate auto void annotation also. Sir, how, sir? Please make us to feel that one, sir. Okay, fine. Here, study info, na? Course catalog. I want to get entire course catalog here. Tell me. Private course catalog. What is there? Catalog. Generally, we use at the rate auto void, na boss? Generally, we use what? At the rate auto void. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now, having at the rate auto void, you see the output once. Run as Java application. Oh, problem. Error creating bean with what? Catalog. Is there any uncircular reference? Why uncircular? Why uncircular reference, guys? Acha, acha, acha. Understood. My mistake. In course catalog, I'm trying to inject course catalog. It's meaningless, na boss. Where I should inject, guys? In student info, I should think about injecting what course. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, if you try to inject, that is uncircular only, na? Circular injection only, na? They're trying to inject that again. They try to inject that. So injecting same bean to itself is a circular injection only, na boss. Click on run button. Okay, what is there? Injected or not there? Are course catalog entire data is coming means what? Full stack price is SPBMS price high, then catalog entire data is coming or not there? Course catalog entire data is coming or not there, guys? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this is what student info. Boot IOC pros 09 value annotation spell application dot Java. What application dot Java, guys? Spell application dot Java. That's good. Study info, student info dot class, system dot out dot println info. Are you comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. Getting my point there or not there, guys? Okay, that's good. Hmm. But my intention is not to use at the rate auto void. I want to do same injection through value annotation. Yes, possible, guys. Yeah, so far I have not highlighted this angle. Yes, possible. At the rate value, hash, floor bracket opening and closing. What is there? Catalog. What is there? Catalog. Catalog is the bean ID, na boss? Okay. Right click, tell me, run as Java application. It's been injected. Lastly, you can feel that. Yeah, these values are coming means what? Definitely injected or not there. These values are coming means definitely injected or not there. What do you say, guys? Come on, everyone. Understanding my statement or not there? Yeah, this is how we have to think about the whole mechanism, guys. Menu dot price, menu p. Yeah, that's the purpose of this one. Array, not only user defined, you can inject predefined one also. Wait a minute. Here I will take at the rate bean method. Public, what is there? Local date. Okay. Create date time. Return, what is there? Local date time dot now. At the rate bean. At the rate bean, guys. Not expected there. Oh, acha, 1 minute. Mistake is mine. In the I'm writing in main class, but it has come inside the main method. It has come inside the main method. Import this Spring application dot student info dot, right? Yes. Right click, run as Java application. This is done nicely, guys. Come on, everyone. This is done nicely, my dear. Come on. 1001 Raja, address Hyderabad, age 30, OS name, Windows 11, all this stuff. Windows 11, all this stuff. Okay, that's great. Written local date time dot now. Written local date time dot now. So now I just want to check whether you are able to inject predefined one or not. Private local date time. LDT. At the rate value. Tell me. Hash. What is there? Hash. No bean ID. No bean ID means the default bean ID is what, guys? Create date time. Method name itself becomes, array, in at the rate bean method, what's the default bean ID? Method name becomes a default bean ID or not there? Yeah, that's good. Right. Right click, run as Java application. LDT got injected or not? Simply the LDT part got injected or not there, guys? It's happening or not happening, guys? Yeah, this is how we have to think about the whole mechanism or not there. Okay, cool, super cool, guys. So like this, we are able to see various things related to value, my dear. Come on. Yeah, now let's confirm whether all these things are there or not there. But one thing is clear, using spell, we cannot do arithmetic and logical operation on current bean properties. Only neighbor bean properties only we can do. What do you mean by neighbor bean? Being from student info, I cannot do arithmetic and logical operation on the properties of student bean itself. I may do on course catalog or XYZ neighbor beans in the student bean. But on the student bean properties itself or student info properties itself, I cannot do arithmetic and logical operation. That's one bug that is there as of now. Because it's a bean ID dot something. But if you give current class bean ID also, it's not allowed. Okay, for example, I'll show that practically. For example, okay, I want to give 10% discount on full stack price. I want to give 10% discount on full stack price. Public double. Okay, full stack final price. What is there? Full stack final price. Simply what? Full stack final price. What's the generally thought you will get? At the rate value. Hash floor bracket open closing. What's the current class bean ID? Studinfo. Current class bean ID is what? Studinfo. Studinfo dot full stack price minus, okay, full stack price minus studinfo dot, yeah, tell me, studinfo dot studinfo dot full stack price minus, tell me, studinfo dot full stack, what's there, guys? full stack price into what into? Full stack price into, tell me, 0.3. Okay, some discount, guys. So I want to give 30% discount. This is my agenda, boss. Okay. I want to give 30% discount. This is my agenda. What's the error? Spell missing. What is missing, guys? Everything is there. Acha, one bracket is missing. Yeah, array, that parenthesis missing, guys. Okay, fine. That's good. Right click, tell me, run as Java application. Run as Java application. See, guys, it's not allowing basically. It's not allowing basically. Check it out. Requested in current, is there any unresolvable what? Circular reference. Something is coming or not there. It's not allowing to go for that, guys. Okay, what's the guarantee it is happening because of this only? You just comment this. Okay, you just comment this and run the application. You just comment this and run the application. Happily output comes over here or not? Happily the output comes over here or not there? Oh, you are saying spell mistake, okay, fine. Let's see. Full stack price. Second one. Right now. Full stack price only, right only, na? Yes, smaller. Okay, fine. I don't think that could be the reason, guys. Select this, run the application. Still error is coming or not? So we cannot do spell operation on the same class properties. You have to do only on what? Neighbor Spring Bean property, not on what? Same Spring Bean property. Fine, let it be, guys. Okay. I think two examples I kept, one on diagnostic center example, one is course catalog. Both I kept in the material. That's up to you what you want to use. Your main highlight is spell part. Your main highlight is what? Spell. Okay, that day maybe Lambda KPI not worked. That's why I have manually kept getter setter method. But if Lambda KPI is working, there is no need of keeping same thing manually. Is there any need of keeping same thing manually, guys? No. Yeah. So we know some internal concept also. Property file data, system property values, environment variable values. All of them, first of all, will be stored into which object, guys? Environment object. From there, they will go to what? Appropriate Spring Bean based on the keys we specify or not there. Okay, that I'm just reiterating that statement. Reiterating that statement. See, property file, system properties, environment variable. All of them, first of all, going to whom? Environment object. From there, they are going to respect to Spring Bean or not. Actually, environment is an interface, guys. Okay, environment object means it is the object of a class that implements what? Environment. Yeah, see guys, application environment is the end class. Implementing environment interface or not. And one thing you remember blindly, if any object is called with interface name, it is not object of interface. It is the object of a class that implements the interface. It is the object of a class that implements the interface. Okay, let's see. If any object name is called with what, guys? If any object name is called with interface name, then that is not the object of interface. That is the, what is there? Object of Java class that implements interface. Example, list object. Array list is an interface now, boss. List object means what? It can be array list or vector object kind of thing. Yeah, next one, map object, set object, environment object. Right now we are talking about it. Environment object, serializable object. What object? Serializable object. Next. What is there, guys? Serializable object, clonable object. Serializable object, clonable object. Serializable object, clonable object. How to configure custom property file in Spring Boot application? It can be done in two ways, using property source annotation. Okay, in application.property, there is a predefined key called what? Spring.config.import. There you can mention one more property file name or not there. Okay, that's good. Now tell me now. Okay, I'll take one more properties file. First package, com.nt.commons. Hey, this package can be placed anywhere, guys. That's fine. com.nt.commons. Tell me here, file. What is the file, guys? myfile.properties. What dot properties, guys? myfile.properties. Yeah, in this myfile.properties. Yeah, tell me. In this myfile.properties, I'm trying to keep the same thing to check which one is working, which one is not working, right? Yeah, I will I'll put what? Yeah. Yeah, we have something called myfile.property, stud.name, stud.address Vizag, stud.info.address, sure. Stud.info.address Vizag. Here Vizag is there, there Hyderabad is there, right? Okay, here Vizag is there Hyderabad is there. But first of all, let me configure the property file, guys. Okay. Let me configure the property file, guys. @property source com/nt/commons/ myfile.properties. What dot properties, guys? myfile.properties. Yeah, tell me. Run as a Java application. What is there? Run as a Java application. Check it out, guys. Okay, name. What has come? Hyderabad has come. That means what has come? Predefined application.property file output only coming now, boss. Okay, just a minute. I don't configure like this. I don't configure like this. I'll try to configure this file using application.properties. Custom properties file configure. Custom configuration file configuration. Now tell me. Spring dot import dot Spring dot import dot sorry, spring dot config dot import com/nt slash commons slash what is there my file dot properties com/nt/commons/ my file dot properties. That's good. Right click, run as Java application. This time Isaac has come now. If custom property file is configured using property source, application dot property file data is highlighted, activated or injected. It is configured by using spring dot config dot import approach. So custom property file key value is injected or not there. That means that is dominating the other value. That is dominating the other value. Yes, boss. How to configure custom property file? These two things. Example one, my file dot properties or this. If you take same keys with different values in application dot property file and what custom property file, then which value will be taken as the final? The value kept in custom property file will be taken as the final value to inject. If the custom property file is configured using what approach to. Okay, then the content of custom property file will be taken as what final one. If same custom property file is configured using what approach one, then the application dot property file will be used. In Spring programming, if you give wrong key in the placeholder of value annotation, sometimes the value, the key itself injecting or not there. In Spring Boot programming, we get exception for the same. It won't go for injection, guys. It will not go for what? Injection. Suppose I have given name 1. Do you think key itself injected? No. You will get the exception saying that this I cannot inject. You will get the exception saying that what? This I don't know. Earlier key itself injected or not there in Spring level. In Spring level, could not resolve the placeholder. It's giving directly error or not. Value annotation perform field injection on Spring Bean property towards data injection operation. At the rate configuration properties perform what? Setter injection. Still not at launched, guys. Still not at launched, guys. Is it launched, guys? No. So better to so setter methods are required or not required? What are the different annotations we have to perform injection activity? We have value for single value injection, configuration property for bulk injection, at the rate auto void for Spring Bean to Spring Bean injection. Can we inject one Spring Bean with another Spring Bean using value annotation? For this, we need to use what? At the rate value annotation along with what? Spell. Okay, this is the entire magic now, boss. Another Spring ID. At that time, the bean ID is cat. That's why I passed cat. Okay. Dependent Spring Bean class name. Spell is allowed only in what? Value annotation. That's why along with the value, you have to mention what? Dependent Spring Bean ID or not there. We need to mention the dependent Spring Bean ID or not there, guys. That's fine. Understood, guys? Okay. That's good. So now what we do? What's your batch code, guys? 5th June or 17th July? 17th July. Spring Boot core. Right click. File upload. Yeah, tell me. 719. Yeah. Here is Spring Boot core. Yeah, 10th session I have to still conduct, guys. I'll conduct that. Yeah, next class, remind me, I have to teach internals of auto configuration. When you add jars to Spring Boot application, so many classes are there, lakhs of classes. But out of that, it is picking up 4 or 5 classes and making them as Spring Beans as part of auto configuration. How does it know these 5 classes, these 6 classes only, though there are so many huge number of classes inside the jars? So some internal mechanism is there, guys. We are going to discuss. Please upload mini project also. Mini project source code you should have, I should not have. Gandhi, Gangadeep Singh, Shashikumar Sharma, where is your mini project? Can we call method inside the spell? No, spell is only for what? Arithmetic and logical operation, not for calling methods. Okay. Okay. I'll definitely upload mini project, but not now. First, I want you people to develop it. Are you able to develop by seeing paint content or difficult? Huh? Without seeing only you develop, then hats off. At least the people you are able to develop by seeing paintbrush content. Difficult? Really difficult. Fine. Okay. I want you people to have. I will definitely give source code. Harish, please reply to email. I think Harish, you asked for third session of resume preparation. Okay, that's one. I have to check where that one is there. Sir, if 2 user-defined properties are there with the same value, then exception. No, why exception? It will override. Happily, it will override, right? First one with second one, second one, that depends upon order of configuration. That depends upon what? Order of configuration. Okay. Ram Kumar, it's overriding. That depends upon what approach you have used for configuration, order of configuration. Right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Tomorrow when we meet, first let me complete configuration properties, bulk injection, continuation. Then I will give what? Internals of the auto wiring. Internals of the auto wiring. Fine. We'll meet on Monday and we'll discuss more. Thank you. Have a nice day.